Hi, St. Mark's Kids. It's Mrs. Anderson. Some of you call me Miss Meridith. I am here in my kitchen today. Here, I'll show you my kitchen. Yeah, there's the stove behind me and the sink. And here's the table. And we have a big table and a couch back there. I don't mean to make you dizzy, but I just want to show you. I'm here at home in my kitchen today. And like Miss Ramey promised, I'm going to help you make a new recipe. Before we go on, I want to make sure you know to wash your hands before you cook anything, but also make sure you get your help from a loving adult to help you with stuff like the stove and stuff like that. So we are going to make something today that's all about Easter. It tells the story of our Savior, Jesus Christ, how he was crucified, buried, or not buried, but put in a tomb. And on the third day, he rose again, and he lives today. And they found the tomb empty because he rose. So, appropriately, these are called resurrection rolls. And some of you may have been in my Sunday school class. In the last few years, we did this on Easter morning at church in Sunday school. All right, you ready? Here are the ingredients you're going to need. You're going to need butter. I'm using a half a stick of butter. We're going to melt that in the microwave. You're going to need some cinnamon, about a tablespoon of cinnamon. Oh, I didn't get the rolls out. Wait a minute. You're going to need crescent rolls. Any brand will do. I'm just going to use one container of that. You're going to need sugar. I'm using a half cup sugar. And you're going to need marshmallows. I'm going to use 6 marshmallows. What am I going to do with these other marshmallows I have left over? I think hot chocolate's later. Okay. Oh, and you're going to need either a cookie sheet that you can spray or put this nonstick thing in like I have, or you can also use a muffin tin. Either one will work. Just make sure you spray it really well. Okay. Go ahead and get those ingredients out, and we'll come back and we'll make these. All right? Hi, I'm back. I just wanted to let you know when I peeled the wrapper off of this, and I preheated my oven to 350. So you're going to want to do that. And we're going to open these things up. And I'm going to turn the camera so you can see what I'm doing. And when you open crescent rolls, oh, also you're going to need some kind of flat surface to work on that is clean. I'm using this cookie sheet, or this cutting board. When you unroll crescent rolls, they have little perforations. See? We're going to pull them apart at those perforations. And we're going to take each one, see how it pulls apart? And just lay it like it is. It's a big triangle. We also need to melt our butter. I'm going to do that in the microwave right now. Okay guys, I'm back. We've melted the butter. I mixed the cinnamon and sugar with a spoon to make it all incorporated. And as I roll out these crescent rolls, I'll tell you this story. So resurrection rolls are, I'm going to fix the camera here. Resurrection rolls are significant in their meaning because what we talked about is that Jesus is represented by this marshmallow. When his friends, Joseph of Arimathea and a man named Nicodemus, who I think we talked about in a Bible story recently, after Jesus was crucified, they took his body and they found a tomb that they could place him in to respectfully place his body in. When they got him there, they wrapped him in linens, fine linens. They anointed him with spices and with oils, and they placed him in the tomb. And then they rolled a big rock in front of the tomb so nobody could bother him. Well, in this recipe, the marshmallow represents Jesus, okay? what we're going to do is take Jesus' body, or this marshmallow in this case, put it in the butter, roll it in the butter, because they put fine oils, and they put spices on his body to preserve it. And we're going to use cinnamon sugar will represent the spices. After we've rolled the cinnamon sugar all over this marshmallow, you're going to put it in the crescent roll, which represents the linen that they wrapped Jesus' body in. And when you wrap it around, just make sure you have it all covered really well. I kind of pull the two corners across and roll it up. Make sure you pinch any of the corners that may be peeking through so it's all closed up inside or on the outside. And then I like to, just for an extra spices, dip the roll on one side and the spices again. I'm going to do that 8 more times and we'll be back. Hi again, guys. I'm finishing my last one, and it occurred to me there's 2 ways to interpret this dough. It can either be the cloths, some people say that, the linen cloths that he was wrapped up in. But another way to look at it is that it is the tomb that they laid Jesus in when they laid him in the tomb. And that's what some people like to think, or, you know, the way they interpret this activity. So here they all are, and I'm getting ready to put them in the oven. I'm going to carry you over here with me. Here's my oven. It's set at 350, and I'm laying Jesus in the oven, and we're pushing the stone over the tomb so nobody can get in. So this cooks for about 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes. Watch your oven, and I'll be back when it's time to open the tomb, roll away the stone, and see what happens. Hi guys, I'm back. I got the rolls out of the oven. I carefully set them on this cooling rack, and look how good they look. They turned out really well. I'm really excited. Let's take them over to the table and see what happens when we cut one open. You remember in the story how the women came back to the tomb, his good friends, his followers, and they found that the stone was rolled away, the tomb was open, and it was empty. Jesus had risen. He was no longer there. The angel said, "Why are you looking in there for Jesus? He's not there." Well, back to the rolls. Don't they look good? But the cool thing about these rolls is that when you cut one open, oh, let's see. Oh my goodness. The tomb was empty. The tomb was empty, and the rolls are empty. There is no sweeter story for all of humankind than the fact that Jesus rose from the dead and is alive and living today and can live in our hearts, and we can live with him forever and ever. And these are just a sweet, sweet reminder of that story. I hope you enjoy these. If you make them at home, you're going to really like the way they taste. They'd be a fun family tradition on Easter. Meanwhile, have a wonderful Holy Week, and happy Easter, everyone. Happy Resurrection Day.